a materialistic conception, the physical world, precisely because it is tangible and measurable, represents the only reality. Other traditions of thought, on the other hand, consider that dimension illusory and consider the spiritual world as the ultimate truth. In Buddhism, life is an indissoluble unit of physical and spiritual aspects. Every phenomenon, material or spiritual, visible or invisible, is a manifestation of the same universal fundamental law, or cause before life, termed Myoho Renge Kyo by Nichiren Daishonin. Both aspects are absolutely inseparable and of equal importance. This principle is expressed in Japanese by the term Shiki Shinfuni. Shiki refers to all physical phenomena, including the human body. Shin defines spiritual, invisible ones, including reason, emotions, and will. Ropes literally means two, but not two. Nichiren Daishonin writes to one of his followers, "One person can know another's thoughts by listening to their voice. This is because the physical aspect reveals the spiritual one, but these aspects, which are one in substance, manifest as two distinct aspects. A person's mood is revealed in his physical appearance. The inner experience of someone who is in a joyful and optimistic state can be read in his face, or even in his gait. Similarly, a suffering bearing and the outstretched face of a person oppressed by pain communicate his inner torment. The most obvious manifestations are laughter and crying, visible signs of our inner feelings. Mood also affects the physical functioning of the body. Mental or psychological stress has been linked to a range of diseases, ranging from skin disorders, allergies, asthma, and ulcers to cancer. Depression and despair lower the body's resistance, making us vulnerable to a whole host of ailments. On the other hand, a positive determination to overcome disease can guide our organs and even individual cells toward healing. When our determination changes, writes Daisaku Ikeda, everything will begin to move in the direction we desire. The moment we decide to be victorious, every nerve and fiber in our being will immediately head towards our success. If instead we think that we will never make it, then in that moment, each of our cells will be as if emptied and succumb. True health and happiness affect both physical and spiritual aspects. Many of the experiences of Soka Gakkai members relate to improvements in health or material condition. Through the recitation of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, they also understand the inseparability of the spiritual and physical aspects of their lives, and over time, this manifests itself with a sense of physical well-being and with increasing clarity and purity of mental and perceptual processes. What is meant by visible benefits of Buddhist practice is directly linked to the physical and material plane. Far more important in the long run are the invisible benefits of an assiduous Buddhist practice: greater self-knowledge, wisdom, and compassion for others. The most important of the invisible benefits, of course, is enlightenment. Buddhism regards living beings as a harmonious aggregation of the so-called 5 components that are the senses, connecting the individual to the physical world; perception, which integrates the impressions received through the senses; conception, by which we form an idea about what we have perceived; volition, the will that acts on conception; and finally, consciousness, that function of judgment. Life represents that force or energy that makes these 5 components work together as a harmonious and integrated whole. Basically, Buddhism sees the physical and spiritual aspects as manifestations of the same life force inherent in the universe itself. Modern medical science is beginning to explore the subtle relationships between body and mind, between the physical and spiritual aspects of life. As Nichiren wrote, mutual inclusion between a single moment of life and all phenomena means that life at every single moment embraces the body and mind, ego, and environment of all sentient beings of the 10 worlds, and also of all the insentient beings of the 3,000 kingdoms, plants, heaven and earth, up to the smallest grain of dust. Life at every single moment permeates the entire realm of phenomena and manifests itself in each of them